We'll go ahead and get started a little bit quicker tonight. But happy Thursday. I'm Anna Hughes, your superstar director of the Flash family of teams. We continue to let people in as we move along because I can't turn off the waiting room. But tonight's topic is compliance, which is totally not an exciting topic, but it's one of those things that we do need to know about so that way we can stay out of trouble. Things like fines or putting our accounts on hold or suspension are always a possibility if we don't play by the rules, right? So we're talking about the rules of Sensi, the rules of war tonight. So I kind of gave our team a question earlier today about what they're confused about as far as compliance. And I feel like we've got a fair amount of emails coming in from compliance. And now, whenever someone in my downline is in breach of compliance, I actually get a copy of those emails. So I'm seeing what we're struggling with and what we need work on. So even if you didn't give me input, I kind of have an idea of some of the things that we need to work on tonight or we need to touch on tonight. But I do want to throw out there that there is an excellent guide on the workstation, all about compliance. It's so streamlined, it's so simple. It makes it not confusing at all. They took out all the confusing jargon. If you go into the workstation and you go to the training tab, and when you get to the training tab, scroll down, 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 down. There'll be one there that's for compliance. If you click that, all the rules come up. They've got it broken into chapters: compliance basics, pricing and advertising, marketing materials, online marketing, in-person marketing, and leadership standards. So and everything is in those different groups and it's super easy to use. So make sure that you check that out tonight or soon. We aren't going to be able to cover everything tonight, but we're just going to cover on those main things that we seem to be seeing a lot of. I do have directors Alyssa Sutera and Jenny Ledoux here with us tonight for Team Sass and Sense and Team Wax Renegades. So they're going to help me work through all of this and help hopefully answer any questions that you guys do have regarding all the rules. So before we get started, I want you to know that the rules that Sensi has are really a good thing. Okay. The reason behind all of the rules are to keep a level playing field for all. And you're going to see that as we work through different reasons, as different rules and the reasons why that they're there. They're really, it's to keep things fair for all of us. And it's there to keep Sensi safe and well and out of trouble with the direct sailing association. Like the things that we do that are rule related are to keep our business on the up and up. Okay. So just know that these aren't bad things. These are really, really good things because you could see, if you could imagine what it would look like if everyone was breaking all of these rules. There'd be a cascading, there'd be a cascade of non-compliance that would result in really bad things for our company. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So one of the biggest things that we see is personal specials. Okay. So we love personal specials. We're excited to offer our customers something different, whether that's you giving a special price or putting things together really cute and offering something extra with those, like when people are doing those scent crates or their own whiff boxes, those are actually a personal special if you are not offering corporate pricing. Okay. You can advertise a personal special, but you've got to leave out some specific things. One of those things is you cannot give all of the details. So you could say, hey, I have these mystery bags for this price. Okay, they don't know what they're getting, but this is the price. Contact me for details. Or you could say, hey, I've got a deal, I've got a personal special on this bundle. Here's what's in it. Contact me for pricing. You can't give both ends of that. Okay. Likewise, you also can't say you're going to save 30% when you buy this mystery bag full of stuff. You can't do that. Okay. So you've got to be able to keep it vague enough that people will contact you privately. When we say things about privately, privately means one-on-one message. It means text messaging, it means emails, it means phone calls, it means one-on-one messages through Facebook Messenger, it means one-to-one communication face to face. It does not mean a private Facebook group, because a private Facebook group, and Sensi's opinion, is not a private platform. So keep that in mind. If you've got a Facebook group, like a VIP group, you can't go in there and say, hey, I'm doing a 10 bar special, it's $40, you get 10 bars for $40. You can't do that. You could say, I've got a special on bars, contact me for details. Or you could say, 10 bars for what? Those sorts of things you could do, okay? Jenny, Alyssa, did I miss anything on personal specials?
I think that's pretty much what I've been seeing. If I think of anything else, I'll chime back in, but I think that covers like the most commonly offended.
Okay. Oh, I thought of another thing. With
You can
personal,
offer free shipping.
what's that?
Oh, yeah, free
You
shipping.
can't say that you'll give someone free shipping publicly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't say that you have free. You can say free shipping with qualifying orders. Contact me to see if I have one. Or you could say local customers, I have an order going in, but not I have free shipping for local customers, or that sort of thing. Another thing is when we put together personal specials, like you've seen like those cute little Christmas cups with a room spray and a scent circle. You cannot present a product with more than 10% of the value. Okay. So that cup that you may have gotten for $1 at the dollar store, that room spray was $8, that scent circle was $3. So it's $11 value, 10%, $1.10. That cup is a perfect way to present your product for that 10% value. You've seen people do the little Skittles packs where they've got a red, orange, yellow, green, blue pack of wax, and they've tied a pack of Skittles to the top. The Skittles is less than 10% of the value, so that is okay. You cannot put product in there that's more than 10% of the value and offer it publicly. You could do it privately. You could show people privately, like, look, this is what I'm doing. You just can't do it publicly. Okay? So that's the skinny on public personal specials and private personal specials, how to do that. Can we offer to split shipping publicly? I don't know what you're asking there, Aubrey. You're going to have to elaborate for me.
Sorry. So if we are saying, hey, local customers, I'm putting in a bulk order, let's split the shipping. Is that okay to do or no?
I'm not entirely sure on that. I know that the purpose in all of that is to keep it a level playing field for any consultant going in, because we have somebody new who joins us, right? And they're ready to go. They're ready to do their first party. They're excited. They're ready to start taking orders. If I were posting every day, hey, I'm $500 order going in, free shipping for anybody who wants in on that. I personally sell a lot of Scentsy, so it would be really, really hard for my neighbor who's just starting out to offer the exact same thing that I am publicly. So I would question the legality of that, just based on the fact that not any consultant could do it just right now. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yep.
So yeah, so that is kind of like the whole idea of gifting kits, right? When we start talking about flipping parties and gifting kits, it's not compliant to say, I have a free kit, who wants it? It's not compliant to say, I have a kit right now for $39, even though they could be joining using host rewards, and that's what the kit would cost. We know it's $59 for a kit. The host rewards would take $20 off. So you're saying, hey, you host a party and I'll get you a kit for $39. You still can't do that, because it implies that you have a kit that is going to be discounted to them right now. However, the way around that is to either email your customers, text your customers, call your customers and say, hey, I have a free kit. Would you like to join Scentsy? Or Not free, no out of pocket. That's the key on the words there. Or you could post on your timeline. Is Alyssa, I saw you do this the other day and it was really, really good. If you could join Scentsy for no out of pocket, would you be interested? You're not saying I have a free kit. You're just trying to gauge your audience into seeing like who would be interested in earning a free kit. But then you can message them and say, hey, I have a free kit. Like, let's get you going right now, right? So there's that. Those are talking about public advertising, really. Let me roll through this. I'm trying to remember everything. We've done a really good job on personal specials. Let's move to bonus buying, okay? We get so excited when we get close to those goals. We're getting close to promoting. We're getting close to hitting that 2000 PRV month where we get that extra 5% bonus on our sales. We get excited about being close to earning a trip. Like there's so many things that you could be bonus buying for. You cannot purchase a bunch of Scentsy in order to reach a goal personally. That's considered bonus buying, and they will take whatever you earned and they'll just take it away. Unfortunately, that is a very, very, very strong rule. You cannot do bonus buying. In fact, when it comes to purchasing Scentsy for your own use, 75% of the Scentsy that you sell, is it 75% has to come from outside of your house, Alyssa? Yes. 75% of the Scentsy that you sell must come from outside of your house. Okay. So if you sell $1,000 worth of Scentsy in a month, 750 of it must come from outside of your house. Got it? You cannot be purchasing all your own Scentsy and reaching these goals. Okay. Hold on to your question for me, Stephanie. I'm on a roll. So that's bonus buying. On top of bonus buying, let's talk about purchasing excessive inventory. You are not required to carry inventory with Scentsy, and in fact, they do not want you to carry inventory. It's inevitable that you do this as long as we do, that you're going to accrue some Scentsy based with rewards when you put things in with parties, and you're going to accumulate some Scentsy naturally. But you are not to be buying a bunch of Scentsy to have on hand. We are not a Scentsy store. That's not what we do. Okay. So no excessive inventory holding. That's not what we do. And there actually is a new rule based upon how we can sell our products to another consultant. Now, I know that it's become popular that you get one extra R2D2 warmer and you're like, I know that one of my downline is going to want this, or one of my customers is going to want this. Okay, cool. Sell it to your customer. But if you have to sell it to your downline, if your downline needs that, you are now required to sell it for no more than 75% of the purchase price. Okay. So that means 75% means the product's purchase price, removing your commissions. Okay. So don't be buying a bunch of stuff with the idea to sell it to your team, because you're not going to make any money doing that. You're not. Probably your best bet in doing all of that is trading for other product, but how much other product do you really want on hand? So please don't be buying extra product just to be buying it. Okay. I'm following along with Alyssa here. What if people are joining just to be their own personal customer? Really, that's not really what we're talking about here. It's totally, they're going to be their own best customer. I knew I was going to be my own best customer, but really we're talking about awards, incentives. Like, it's an incentive to sell $2,000 a month so that you get an extra 5% bonus, right? That's an incentive. So if you sold $1,900 in Scentsy in the month, you could not purchase the other $100 to hit 2,000, so you would get that extra 5% bonus on your month. That's what we're talking about here. We're not buying Scentsy, we're not bonus buying, we're not buying from our downline so they certify, so that way we earn incentives, so that we earn in promotions, so that we earn awards, trips, prizes, all these other things. So that is bonus buying. Okay. Let's talk about, since we're talking about joining, income disclosure. We've really cracked down on this one hard. And I really want you guys to listen up here, because this is not Sensi that's giving us a hard time here. This is the Direct Sales Association, who really only gives the accreditation to companies who are on the up and up. Okay. The difference between a direct sales business and a pyramid scheme is that in a pyramid scheme, people recruit, and profit without doing anything. There's no sales happening. There's no requirements happening. People are buying in with expectations that are unreasonable. With Sensi, you can recruit all day long, but if you don't train them to build a business to make the sales happen, it doesn't really benefit you in any way, right? So you have to recruit people who do the things within the business. So be very careful in how you go about your recruiting. You can't be telling people, hey, come in and join Sensi. It's so much fun. You're going to make a bunch of money and you don't even have to work hard. It's so easy. You just come right in and everybody buys from you. That's misleading. Okay. And because of activities like that, that's where these rules have come from, as far as being very transparent and without making promises of any type of benefit to those people who are joining. So we're very careful to say, results are not typical. You got to work hard in order for all this to happen. It's very easy for me to say, yeah, I quit my nursing career and I get to stay home with my family, but I worked hard to get here. I worked hard and I worked every day. And yes, results are not typical, but you can do it too. So it doesn't matter if you're saying, I joined and I make $40 a month to put in my gas tank, and you can do that too. Income disclosure is necessary. I joined so that I could pay for my daughter's ballet lessons. Income disclosure in here, because results not typical. This is not handed to you. You have to work hard. That is a way of reiterating that this business is something you have to work for. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that you have to come in and work every day for. Okay. So anytime you make any type of claim, whether it's monetary or not monetary, like it's allowed me to quit my job, like that's not a really it's a monetary thing, but it's not a trip. If you mention that you earned a trip, or you earned these prizes, or you get all this free Sensi, any of that is considered necessary to have an income disclosure. So if you haven't seen the income disclosure, it is on the workstation. You can Google it, just like most of the questions that you guys have. Not all of you guys, but a lot of the questions we have are Google friendly. Like you can totally Google it. That's where I grab the income disclosure from when I need to use it. So there's that. Did I miss anything on all of those topics, Alyssa and Jenny and Tammy and Steph, now that you guys are here too? So no, I'm good. I'm doing all right. Okay.
I do have one question.
Yes.
So I got told by my upline, not you, but Alyssa, that if you buy your own products, be it PRV and the points, is that like, so like, let's say I'm gonna go buy me a bundle for the house. If I ran out of like the bars and stuff like that, do I get points, or do I have to have someone else order them as a customer that lives in my household?
Yeah, no, you still get paid back on your own Sensi purchases too. I'm still
Okay.
my own best customer for sure, but 75% of my PRV is not coming from me. It's just, we're talking, those are really only things that are based upon earning an incentive, a bonus, a promotion, those sorts of things. So don't worry about
Okay.
that. Yes, you get paid on your own purchases for sure. Okay.
I
Let's
don't.
move. Oh, what's up, Jenny?
Sorry, I'm hoping I'm not cutting out. I don't know if you wanted to rope this in with what you were just chatting about, but stock on hand.
Yes, that's a good one to come up
I
with.
don't know if you were gonna make that a whole nother.
You
I
cannot,
know
yeah, no, let's
people
just,
that are buying extra are buying for
right now.
stock and then they
Yeah.
advertise it. And so yeah,
Yes.
get it out of the way.
You
I
can't,
see it a lot.
I know, that is a big one. I'm really glad that you brought that up. Stock on hand, you cannot promote stock on hand. You can't post pictures of your bars and say, message me for details on my stock on hand. You can't do that. It's one thing to say that you're going to be at an event with your stock. That's okay. But you can't be posting a warmer that you have on hand that you're gonna oh, it's a $45 warmer, I'm gonna sell for $30. Here's a picture of it on Facebook. You can't do that. You can't be posting your stock on hand for purchase. Never, never okay to do cash and carry pictures on Facebook. You can't do that. You can't do it on, you can't be selling on OfferUp. You can't be selling on Facebook. You can't be selling on eBay. You can't be selling on Amazon. You can't be selling on Mercari, anything like that. Not okay. One-to-one communication. Know that if Scentsy catches wind of you doing that, not only will they suspend your account so that you're not getting further sales, they could cancel your account entirely. But I've also seen them give hefty fines to people who are selling on platforms where it's not allowed. So be very, very, very conscious that you're not selling stock on hand. Okay. There are ways around that though. Okay. So things like Yumi Who, it's a service that Alyssa really turned me on to that I absolutely love, where you can list your stock and it's like a very private page that has a link. You can send that to your customers via email, via text message, via private message on Facebook Messenger, for them to go and shop your list. Or you could make a list of everything you have, or you could take pictures of everything that you have and send it one-on-one, send it in an email, send it in a text message. That is totally fine. You just can't be posting your stock on hand for purchase for everyone to see. Not even in your VIP group. You have to be very careful about how you do that, okay? I'm more than happy to help you try and sell your stock that you have on hand. Yumi Who is a really, really great way to go if you've got a lot of stuff on hand, which you shouldn't have a lot of stuff on hand, but that's a great way to go about it. So there's that. So no posting stock on hand. Don't even make it look like you've got stock on hand. If you're doing pictures or video and the stuff's behind you, that is considered advertising stock on hand. And Scentsy can slap you on the wrist for that. You can get in trouble for that. You can get in trouble for sharing product in a way that you shouldn't be doing it. If you're at a vendor event, you can't show pictures of your stuff behind you. You can't do it. You can do a promotional display only. So if you're at a party or a vendor event and you want to show people Scentsy, it's one of each item. A buddy, a room spray, a car bar, a mini warmer, a large warmer, a diffuser, a body cream, a body wash. You can do one of each item. It used to be 12 items. Now it is no more than one of each item. So one oil, one bar, one scent circle. Okay. So if you're showing more than that behind you in your pictures or in a video, like Alyssa right now she's okay because it's just us. We're Scentsy consultants. It's all right. But if she were to be sitting like that while she unboxes the warmer of the month for her consultants to see, that would be out of compliance. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, let's talk about cross promotion. Okay. It's totally okay for you to sell another product. Did you know that? As long as you're not a Scentsy leader at a leadership level, which Scentsy considers director and above. The moment that your second business becomes a distraction to your team and your team says, hey, they're not leading me anymore, then you cannot do it anymore. But up until then, you can run multiple direct sales businesses or any other kinds of businesses as long as you don't cross promote the two. Okay, what does that mean? That means that if I sold something else and I had my bulk of customers that I've met through this business, and I sell Scentsy, and I've got my bulk of customers that I've met through Scentsy, parties I've had with Scentsy. I cannot try and sell whatever this is to my Scentsy customers. Okay. My Scentsy customers cannot even, that's not related. That's cross promotion. Scentsy doesn't want us doing that because they want to protect the customer base that is existing within Scentsy. Now that does not stop within our customers. That also continues into other connections that you have made within Scentsy. So you can't have a party where you're selling houseware, you're trying to earn your free rewards for houseware stuff, kitchen stuff. You can't have that party and invite me unless you knew me before Scentsy. Okay? So there's only one person in this whole room who could invite me to that party, and that's my sister. So do you understand how that works? So even if it's just you're hosting a party, it applies as if that was your business. Okay. All right. Now, if my husband were tomorrow to start a new business where he's selling healthcare supplements, I could not market that to you guys. I could not market that to my customers because I have a vested interest in that as well. Okay, even though it's not my business, I'm not having a party, that's still cross promoting. Okay, so if you're having parties, cool. Be careful about marketing it to your customers. Stop inviting me to it. Okay, I usually sweep it under the rug, but Scentsy will, they have a problem with that. So can't do that. That's a no-no. Okay. Another couple cross promoting things. If you do sell two different things, you can't sell both of them at the same event. So if you did a small vendor event, and even if you bought two different booths, you cannot sell both items at the same event, even if they're in different booths. Okay, so there's that. If you sell something else and you sell Scentsy, you can't post them together in a Facebook post. Cross promoting. Okay. Did I touch on everything for cross promoting, you guys? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's quickly talk about product claims, because I get this one a lot actually. Product claims are like saying, I use the Scentsy dog detangler in my son's hair every day, and it's so shiny and he smells amazing and his hair is so manageable and it has taken away all of his dandruff. Can't do it because that's a product claim, because that's not what the product was intended for. Okay. Maybe true, but that's a product claim. Another common one I see of this is where people say that a specific oil that we're using is helping ease people's headaches. Can't do it. You can't say sprinkle washer whiffs on your carpet and vacuum them up. That's a common one, right? That's actually a product claim. You can't do that because that's not what it's intended for. So those are interesting ones too. So don't claim that the product can do something that we don't market it for. However, you can say like Scentsy soak, you could do a foot soak. I know it's a bath soak, but really that's basically the same thing. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to cough I put my mic on. I wanted to ask you a question.
you're totally good. I am like I'm trying to stay on topic and have an eye on the chat, but I see Alyssa is like totally handling all of that. So it's good. I might have to.
I just wanted to ask to clarify for people. Counter clean. It's it's for more than just counters, right? Is that our thing? Or are we just, that's counters, that's it? Because I see all the time it's for stainless steel. I see people using it on shoes. They're posting before and after pictures. Is that a no-no? Or is the picture without your words How do you deal
So,
with that?
technically speaking, counter clean is counter clean. It's for cleaning surfaces. But we also offer another product. What is it?
All-purpose cleaner concentrate.
Purpose cleaner. There's a reason we have all-purpose cleaner. Use the all-purpose cleaner if you're gonna post about using it on things like you know, things that you shouldn't. Your counter clean, you shouldn't be using it on your upholstery. And I mean, do I use it on my Converse sneakers and have an
Yeah,
incredible?
we all do because it's amazing.
Because it is. It's amazing.
It is. Yep.
Technically speaking, it's product claim. It's not meant to be used on fabrics. And if it says anything on the label about don't use it on fabrics, then
Yeah.
it's product claim. So just be careful about that. Guys, help me. I'm forgetting what else we needed to talk about.
Licensed images.
Oh my God. Would you talk about licensed images? Because I'm not good at this one.
Okay. So basically, you can pull pictures for any of the licensed products straight from the marketing tab. You cannot put them in a collage. You cannot add text on them. You have to leave them in the way that you got them directly from Scentsy. Otherwise, it will strain our licensing agreement with Disney, and we could potentially lose that whole market. So just don't do it.
Would be way sad. So
Yes.
Scentsy will make them into a collage, or not Scentsy. Facebook will make them into a collage if you post individual images, but you can't make the collage of individual images.
You also can't even put your name or your tag or your business name on the image.
That's on it. Yeah.
Nothing to the image. Just want to make sure I stress that because I see a lot of that too.
No other IP involvement either. So keep those things in mind. You can, however, take pictures with specific products. If I had a Mickey Mouse buddy, I could take a picture with the Mickey Mouse buddy. I just couldn't put any words on the picture. So, for example, I got dinged for this, so I'm just going to throw myself out there. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I don't know all the answers. So let me just say, if you ever get caught with compliance, be gracious, be expedient in resolving the matter, and you're cool. Okay, just don't make the same mistake over and over. Right? I took a picture with Dumbo, the buddy, the big old buddy with his big floppy ears. So cute, right? I got dinged because I put a Dumbo hat on clip art on my head. Okay? If you take a picture with a licensed item, you cannot alter it, especially if you use IP, because that's a Disney image, right? So can't do that. That's a no-no. Are we good with licensed imaging and trademark stuff? Okay. Let's move on to pay to play, because that was another one we wanted to cover. Okay. First 3 people to order from me. I'm so excited to start my new business. The first 3 people to order from me are going to get a free scent circle. That's a personal special. But if you were to say the first 3 people to order from me are going to be entered in a raffle to win these 3 free scent circles, that's pay to play, because they're ordering in order to play in the raffle. Okay. You can't say everyone who orders is entered to win. That is that's not random. That is random. You can't say we're going to play bingo. If you purchase, you'll get a bingo card. Purchase if you want to play bingo. Everyone has to be allowed to play bingo, guys. No purchase necessary. There's a reason why when you bought a bottle of soda and on the underside of the cap, you could win. On the outside of the bottle, on the label in tiny print, it would say no purchase necessary, send correspondence to this address and you'll get a free game piece. It's gambling. Can't do it. You can't, trying to think of the other ways that people pay to play.
Raffles.
Yes.
Or the buying of squares, and then whoever wins gets all of the amount.
Yes.
Can't do that either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Those are all really good ones. Okay. Stephanie, you have a really
So,
good question.
yeah. I have a customer that orders twice from me, and
Uh,
I'm too nice. But she goes, do you have stuff on hand? I do not. And I explained to her that I do not have nothing on hand. So she keeps bugging. What do I do?
Can one of you guys handle that? Deacon was asking me questions at the same time.
I mean, if you don't have the product on hand, you can't necessarily serve her in the way that she's asking to be served.
Yeah.
Literally, she would have to order online or find a different consultant that can cater to her wanting something then and there.
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause I was
that's
like,
kind of
I
the
don't
only
have
way
nothing on
around that.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm still not that far yet. So it's like, and my husband's like, well, you will be soon. I'm like, we live in a 3-bedroom. I don't need all this product and me attempting to use it because I love Scentsy. So I'm gonna end up using it and thinking, oh wait, why did I even buy all this? And it's just
That's
laying
not how
around
this
or it gets
works.
broken. And I have a puppy that loves to eat stuff. So it's kind of like I didn't get told I had to have stuff on hand.
No, that's not how this business
Mm-mm.
works.
Okay,
So
that's what I thought.
it's not about buying things and having them on hand. The sooner that we perpetuate that culture of buying things and having them on hand, the sooner we're going to have an issue of downfall, because then people are going to come in and be forced to spend money that they don't have. Like, the idea here is that you spend your Scentsy money on your family, not your family money
Yeah.
on Scentsy. And I think that people sometimes get lost in that because they feel like they need to have stock. You do not need to have stock. In no way, shape, or form do you need to have stock. Period. End of story. No questions asked. You do not have to have stock on hand. Because
Okay.
there are a lot of businesses that require you to have stock on hand. You look at companies that were selling like leggings and you had a $3,000 buy-in to begin your business, and you're holding all this inventory on hand hoping that somebody is going to want to buy it. That's not a good business model. A good business model is, you want this, I'm going to help you get it, hopefully for free, and meeting all your people and all your contacts along the way. But it's not in, I hope I have the right things for people to come by tomorrow. Like, that's not what this business is. So if you're somebody, like Alyssa's just saying right now, if you're somebody who does events year round, I'm one of those people. Alyssa's one of those people. Maybe down the line, if that's something that you're into, you'll get into that. Then you do want to have some stock so that you're ready to go when those events come up. Yep. So she can be ready anytime that she's asked.
It
Exactly.
is, it is also the reason they say you cannot advertise publicly stock on hand, because that gives that person an upper hand. You know, somebody that's been here longer that accumulates stuff for that reason. You know, how would any of us stand a chance against somebody that had this big, basically in store, you know, at their house, and they advertise it? So, because people want something now, people don't want to pay shipping. That's why you can't advertise it publicly, because it gives that person an upper hand. So they discourage it from, I mean, from all levels, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It's a very good answer, you guys. I appreciate that. Have her host a party so maybe she won't be able to get it fast, but at least she can get it for free.
Yeah.
You know, the more and more that I focus on getting people free product or reduced price product by having a party, the better my business booms. It's not in offering personal specials. It's not in offering stock on hand. It's not in offering raffles. It's in partying. Like, if I can give you one freaking piece of advice, it's to party your butt off, because you're going to meet so many people. Not only are they new customers, but they're potential hosts, they're potential team members, and you're meeting their people's people and those people's people. And the more that you network and build those relationships, the more successful you're going to be. It's not in any of these things. If these things that we're talking about are a roadblock to you, you're doing it wrong. Plain and simple. So don't be stressed about any of that stuff. There was something else I was going to say. Okay. So as far as events go, retail locations are a big no-no. So if you're going to do an event, it cannot be in a retail location. I did hear of an exception in this. It can be in a retail location, like let's say your local wine shop is going to have a vendor event after hours. It can't be advertised publicly. It would have to be only people that they invited word of mouth to come to that party. So they could have if they were just having a Scentsy party after hours in that place, that's okay. But who has a vendor event that doesn't advertise it publicly? So it can't be in a retail location. If it is in a retail location, it can only be a product display, like we mentioned earlier, that one of each item thing. Okay. Um, at one time, it was okay to do a product display, like at a storefront. So, like, let's say the local farm stand, you were out front of the local farm stand with a product display. That used to be okay. It's no longer okay. You can't do it. So, if it can be seen by a passerby or somebody who's driving by, it's not okay anymore. So, um, just when it comes to retail locations, just automatically assume it's probably more trouble than it's worth for you, and steer clear of those sorts of things. As far as other vendor events go, they have to be no longer than a 30-day period. So for me, I would normally do this summer market thing every month or every Saturday for 2 or 3 months during the summer. I can no longer do that because it spans longer than 30 days. Questions? Were there other things I wanted to talk about, you guys, that I didn't touch on? We talked about personal specials. We talked about stock on hand. We talked about cross promotion. We talked about pay to play. We talked about private versus public. I'm scrolling to see if I can see anything else that I wanted to cover that I didn't cover.
You can't have Scentsy in any of your social media names unless it is accompanied by independent consultant.
Yes, exactly. So you could have Anna Hughes, independent Scentsy consultant, as a page, independent Scentsy consultant as a page on Facebook, but you couldn't have Anna Hughes Scentsy or Scentsy by Anna Hughes. Not okay. I did that once upon a time. I only know that. I mean, a lot of these things I learned the hard way, and so I come to you because there's a lot of heartache in learning the hard way. Don't learn it the hard way. Just learn it to do it right from the start. Leave out all the hard stuff.
And don't do it just because everybody else does it, right?
Yes,
Do the right thing and don't do it
yes. Just because other people are doing it doesn't make it
doesn't mean it's, yeah, exactly.
Yes. If you do make your own graphics and you want to put the Scentsy logo on things, understand that you can't change the color of it. A lot of people didn't know that one. So you can't put a shadow behind it. There are a lot of rules around using the Scentsy logo. So take a look at the guide for that. I think that's
Field watch. Have you covered field watch?
I didn't. And you want to do that for me?
So, okay. Basically, a lot of consultants spend so much time policing each other. When we have an entire group of people that literally get paid to check social media, make sure everybody's in compliance. So we have people to do that. So you don't need to always do that. I'm not saying people here do that, but I know a lot of people that do, because I get questions all the time. I get people coming to me, showing me screenshots of what so-and-so is doing. And literally my response is either let Field Watch handle it, or they'll get in trouble eventually. Because if we're spending too much time focusing on what everyone else is doing, that is time you're wasting because you can spend it on your own business. So make sure you're focusing on the right things. Yes.
I
I
can't
can't tell you.
I can't echo that like loud enough for everyone in the back. Like, seriously, if you are losing sleep over people doing things the wrong way, you're not you're not doing it right. You're doing it wrong. Focus on your own business. Stay in your dang lane. Okay. Winners focus on winning. Okay. That's it. Winners focus on winning. So focus on winning and go there. Put all your energy into that because you're going to make yourself crazy worrying about what other people are doing. I promise you're going to make yourself crazy worrying about what other people are doing. If you have to hide them, hide them. Because eventually they're going to, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Either someone's going to turn them in or Field Watch will handle it. It happens. It always does. Trust me, with the number of emails that I get for things that are missed in compliance, it will be handled. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't put your energy into that. I think that's everything. If anybody has other questions, please speak up. Best way to explain your issues to your team, Sammy, have them watch this video or have them check out the super streamlined, amazing compliance guide within the workstation. It's really, really, really good. Like it really is. And it's really easy to find. So I hope that our friends watch this back. And I hope that this has been really useful for you guys. I hope it didn't scare you. I hope that it made you feel empowered and ready to move forward in the right way. I'm proud of you guys. You're doing amazing things. So don't forget that tomorrow morning and every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, we have our virtual cubicle work session. So come sit in with us and make stuff happen. Come make samples or just visit with us while we stuff packets or put together orders or whatever it is that we do. So everyone is always welcome to join us. And that is a link we will get to you guys because I'm putting this publicly on Facebook. I'm not going to go ahead and put that here. So where would you go to rewatch this? I will give you the link for the recording, Miss Brittany Wells. It will be on YouTube. So thanks for coming, you guys, and have an amazing Thursday night. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.